Life processes in living organism, part 1, standard 10th, S2. Hello children, today we are going to proceed with second chapter, life processes in living organism, part 1. In this chapter we are going to see various activities, various things which are going in our day-to-day life. So, let us start this chapter. First topic is living organism and life processes. We all know that our human body is undergoing various processes, such as if you are eating food for your survival, it is digested, right? So, the first one is digestion. If it is digested, means it is supposed to be thrown out of the body. That is excretion, right? If your food is getting digested, various processes help our, various systems help our digestion process. So now let us go through these processes in brief. Respiration. We all know whenever we respire, whenever you respire fresh air from your nose, the air enters into your lungs. And from lungs, we all know inside lungs there are alveoli. These alveoli get absorbed this oxygen, and this oxygen is transferred to blood capillaries, and from blood capillaries carbon dioxide is absorbed into alveoli. And when you exhale, that time you give out carbon dioxide out of your body. So, the process of respiration, whenever you are talking of respiration, you can simply explain respiration that intake of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide. But during this respiration, various functions take place simultaneously. So, if you are talking about respiration simultaneously, circulation is taking place here. Capillaries from heart are bringing impure blood to the lungs for purification. Impure blood means it is having carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is exchanged in alveoli, oxygen is added to blood, and this pure blood is again taken to heart. From heart, this pure blood is pumped to various parts of our body. So in this way, circulation takes place. There are various internal and external organs in our body. Internal means it is inside the body which we can't see with our naked eyes. We are having heart, we are having lungs, we are having kidneys, we are having liver, and so on. We are having stomach, intestines. So all these are internal organs. Brain. So nervous system is again a very important part. So all these are internal organs. And external organs which you can directly see: eyes, nose, ears, fingers, hand, legs. These are our external organs. So all these organs again perform various activities which are again helpful for each other to function in smooth manner. Okay. We can take best example. If we are eating food, we are getting calories, we are getting carbohydrates. So from where we are getting carbohydrates? We are getting carbohydrates from milk. It is said that a healthy person should drink a cup or a glass of milk every day to keep your bones fit and fine. Fruits give us carbohydrate as well as various starch which is good for our body. Veggies, various vegetables we should eat. And if we are adding various vegetables in our body, in our diet, definitely we will get enough carbohydrates. Jaggery, आपण मराठीमध्ये त्याला गुळ म्हणतो. तर हा गुळ जो आहे हा पण आपल्याला कार्बोहायड्रेटचा मोठा स्रोत आपण म्हणू शकतो. केन शुगर, उसाचा रस माहिती आहे तुम्हाला? त्या उसाच्या रसापासून जी साखर तयार करतात, that is sugar which we are eating day by day, day to day in our day to day life. सिरियल्स, वेगवेगळ्या डाळी ज्या आपण वेरियस खातो, जसं तुरीची डाळ खातोय आपण, मुगाची डाळ खातोय, मसूर डाळ खातोय, हरभऱ्याची डाळ खातोय. ऑल दीज आर इन्क्लुडेड इन सिरियल्स विच आर अगेन अ बिगर सोर्स ऑफ कार्बोहायड्रेट फॉर अस. मीट, all those who are non-vegetarian, they eat meat as their diet. So even this meat is a bigger source of carbohydrate to us. Sweet potatoes, आपण रताळे म्हणतो, उपवासाच्या दिवशी आपण खातो ते, तर this is also a best source for carbohydrate. As well as potatoes are also good source for carbohydrate. So always keep it in mind. If you are eating proper diet, definitely your other systems will work properly, and if your systems are working properly, that means you must say that you are a healthy person. Now you might be thinking, why I am talking about carbohydrate? Just now we studied carbohydrate. So we are getting various factors from the food. We are getting proteins, we are getting vitamins, we are getting fats, carbohydrates, and so on. But very important is carbohydrate, because it is important for our next further study. Let us see what carbohydrate in our food we eat. We get energy. We all know without energy we are useless. We are a passive thing. We are a chair. We might be a table, because they don't have energy. But we are having energy. We are eating food. That's why we are getting energy. जर तुम्ही 2 किंवा 4 दिवस जेवणच नाही केलं तर तुम्ही गळून जातात, एका ठिकाणी बसून राहतात, पण तुम्ही मरून जात नाही. तर मग हे याचं एक बेस्ट उदाहरण आहे, 10 वर्षापूर्वी आपले अण्णा हजारे आहेत, त्यांनी आमरण उपोषण केलं होतं. तर त्यांनी साधारणतः 9 दिवस काही खाल्लं नव्हतं आणि 10व्या दिवशी त्यांनी ज्यूस घेतला होता. तर त्यावेळेस सुरुवातीचे 1-2 दिवस उभे होते, त्यानंतर 3ऱ्या दिवशी त्यांना थोडंसं बसावं लागलं, ते उभे राहू शकत नव्हते. मग 2-3 दिवस ते बसून होते. नंतर मग 5व्या-6व्या दिवशी त्यांनी झोपून घेतलं. म्हणजे हे जे ग्रॅज्युअल त्यांच्या शरीरामध्ये एनर्जीची कमी होत गेली. वाय दिस एनर्जी इज रिड्यूस? बिकॉज एनर्जी इज व्हेरी एसेन्शियल फॉर अवर डे टू डे ॲक्टिव्हिटीज, अँड इफ वी रिक्वायर एनर्जी वी आर सपोज टू ईट फूड, and if we are eating food, definitely we will get energy. मग किती एकमेकांना इंटरडिपेंडेंट येतं का फूड आणि एनर्जी. सो whenever we eat food, we find ourselves more energetic, right? So let us see how is this energy we are getting it from food. Carbohydrate, when it is oxidized, energy is converted into form of ATP, and where it is oxidized? In mitochondria. That's why mitochondria is also called as powerhouse of our body, because excess food, तुम्ही excess food खाल्लं तर ते excess food आहे ते डायजेस्ट होतं, पण त्याच्यामधली जी एक्सेस एनर्जी आहे ना ती ATPच्या फॉर्ममध्ये मायटोकॉन्ड्रियाजमध्ये सेव्ह होते. मग ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही स्टार्व करता, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही उपाशी असता, मग त्यावेळेस हे मायटोकॉन्ड्रियाज त्यातला ATP फॉर्ममधली एनर्जी जी आहे ती पास ऑन करते आणि त्याच्यामुळे आपल्याला काही दिवस पुढचं अन्न मिळेपर्यंत वी कॅन सर्वाईव्ह, वी डोंट डाय, राईट? सो लेट अस सी दिस एनर्जी हाऊ इट इज डन. Whenever this carbohydrates is oxidized, we get ATP, and where it is done? It is done in cellular respiration. आपल्या शरीरामध्ये वेगवेगळे सेल्स आहेत, या सेल्समध्ये रेस्पिरेशन होत असतं. ते रेस्पिरेशन कुठल्या प्रकारचं आहे? तर अगेन दिस सेल्युलर रेस्पिरेशन इज फर्दर ऑफ 2 टाइप्स. विच आर दिस 2 टाइप्स? फर्स्ट वन इज एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन and second one is anaerobic respiration. So aerobic means in presence of air and anaerobic means in absence of air. So this both type of respiration we are going to see in our further topic. In this cellular respiration we all know in internal respiration whenever we are having glucose, मग ग्लुकोज जे आहे हे 6 कार्बन कंपाऊंड आहे. मग ह्याच्यामध्ये काय होतं तुम्हाला आठवतं आहे का? ग्लुकोजचा मागच्या सेशनमध्ये मी तुम्हाला फॉर्म्युला सांगितला होता C6H12O6. सो इफ C6H12O6 इज द फॉर्म्युला फॉर ग्लुकोज, हाऊ मेनी कार्बन आर प्रेझेंट देअर? 6, राईट? सो whenever this glucose is undergoing with glycolysis process in absence of air, we get pyruvates. Pyruvates are 3 carbon compound. So keep it in mind. 6 carbon compounds are then giving us 3 carbon compound. It is known as pyruvates. These pyruvates, whenever it react with yeast in absence of oxygen, we get ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus 2 ATPs. We all know pyruvates are 3 carbon compound, but in absence of oxygen with yeast we get ethanol, which is 2 carbon compound. When again this pyruvate reacted with less oxygen, deficiency of oxygen in muscles, we get lactic acid. It is again 3 carbon compound plus 2 ATPs. Keep it in mind. In muscles, आपण ज्या वेळेस खूप पळतो आणि खूप पळल्यानंतर तुमचं शरीर गरम होतं आणि नंतर तुम्ही थकता. थकल्यानंतर तुम्हाला असं वाटतं की नाही, आता इथून पुढे माझा एकही पाऊल पुढे जाणार नाही. मग ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला असं वाटतं की तुमच्या शरीरामध्ये तुमच्या मसल्स जे आहेत ते टायर्ड झालेले आहेत, खूप थकलेले आहेत आणि इथून पुढे तुम्हाला आता एकही पाऊल उचलता येणार नाही, याचा अर्थ तुमच्या मसल्समध्ये लॅक्टिक ॲसिड सिक्रेट झालेलं आहे. आणि ज्या वेळेस लॅक्टिक ॲसिड सिक्रेट होतं त्यावेळेस आपले मसल्स गिव अप करतात आणि आपल्याला त्यावेळेस थोडे आरामाची गरज असते. विथ दिस लॅक्टिक ॲसिड वी आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग 2 ATPs. बट वेन दिस पायरुवेट is reacted with oxygen, sufficient oxygen in human mitochondria, we get carbon dioxide gas which is released out through respiration. We get water which is absorbed by various processes, and we get 38 ATP molecules. That's why keep it in mind, if we are getting 38 ATP of molecules in mitochondria, that's why this mitochondria is said to be powerhouse of our body. Because if you are starving for 5 to 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, you will never die. Why you will never die? Because this mitochondria will provide you ATPs. And how many ATPs? There are near 38 ATPs which is provided by this mitochondria, which give us enough energy to survive for next 7 to 8, 9 days. Okay, so keep it in mind. Mitochondria is called as powerhouse of our body. This is the reason for this explanation. Tricarboxylic acid cycle. Both molecules of acetyl-CoA enters the mitochondria. Cyclic chain of reaction called as tricarboxylic acid cycle is operated on it in the mitochondria. Carboxylic part of acetyl-CoA is completely oxidized through this cyclic process, and molecule of carbon dioxide, water molecule, that is H2O, and NaDH2 and FADH2 are derived. Next reaction is electron transfer chain reaction. Molecules of NaDH2 and FADH2 formed during all above process participate in electron transfer chain reaction. Due to this, 3 molecules of ATP are obtained from each NaDH2 molecule and 2 molecules of ATP from each FADH2 molecule. Beside ATP, water molecules are also formed in this reaction. Electron transfer chain reaction is operated in mitochondria only. A molecule of glucose is completely oxidized in aerobic respiration, and molecule of carbon dioxide and water, that is H2O, are produced also along with energy. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It is energy rich molecule and energy is stored in the bond by which phosphate group are attached to each other. मग यामध्ये काय होतं, हे फॉस्फेट ग्रुप जे आहेत ना हे एकमेकांना बॉन्ड झालेले असतात आणि thus these molecules are stored in the cell as per need. Chemically, ATP is triphosphate molecule formed from adenosine ribonucleoside. It contains a nitrogenous compound adenine, pentose sugar, ribose and these three phosphate group. As per the need, energy is derived by breaking the phosphate bond of ATP. Hence, ATP is called energy currency of cell.